Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have another What Sold video for you. So I'm going to cover October 14th through October 20th. I have a nice set of sales here across all three platforms. So like I mentioned before, I've been using Vendu to cross list, and I'm seeing more sales on Poshmark for sure, and a few on Mercari. So I'll show you guys the top 12 items here that I sold. I'll show you what I paid for it, how long it took to sell, what profit I made, etc. So let's get into it. All right, let's get started. So first up was Brioni dress shirt. Brioni is a nice brand. Listed this July 29th. I paid $5.57 for it. Ended up selling it on October 15th for $27.19 plus $7.99 shipping. So I ended up making $21.02 on this, which is a really nice return. Let me show you the tags. See right there is Brioni. I believe it's Italian, but just a fancier dress shirt. Yeah, there you go. Made in Italy. This is even a smaller one, 15.5. So still, like I said, sold pretty well and relatively quickly. Next up was a pair of Lucky jeans. So we're definitely into jean season. These were a pair of 361 vintage, 38.30. These sold on Mercari actually for $19.99 plus $7.99 shipping. So Mercari, there's no fees, no seller fees. So these are actually a returned pair. So I took the cost of goods out previously. So the full profit here was returned $19.98. Let me show you the. Actually, I just go to eBay to show you the pictures. I don't have the Mercari link here. So there's the tag 38.30. You see there it lists the 361 vintage straight. Sometimes the Lucky jeans also, if in the inside tag, it'll list the color of the actual denim. So from time to time I've listed that. Here I just said medium wash, but sometimes the actual color is listed, and that can help from time to time. Next up was this FootJoy Polo. This is a new with tags. This is a nice like color block. See how it has the distinct sections of color. This one sold for $18 plus $7.99 shipping. This was also a previous return. So I had listed this on September 13th. And sold it October 19th. So this one ended up being $19.85 profit. And let me show you. Pretty run-of-the-mill FootJoy. Like I said, but it was new with tags. You see the tag there. It's a medium. And it did have a logo on it, so I'm sure this was some type of giveaway or whatever, golf course giveaway, corporate giveaway that someone just donated and didn't wear, but ended up working out well. This next one was pretty cool. This is a Wrangler Western Pearl Snap shirt, but it had a pretty distinct pattern. It had a I'd call it like a Southwest, or in the title I used Aztec pattern. So this one sold on Poshmark. This was sold for $28 plus $7.97 shipping. Bought this one August 7th, and it sold on October 14th. So about 2 months. Bought it for $5.57. And ended up profiting $18.17 on this one. So this was a nice one. Let me show you the particulars on these. I slowed down picking these up, except for these type of prints. Like you see, kind of had this wilder pattern. It was an older one also. If you see this tag, You know, this is definitely a vintage shirt. But again, what really sold it, I think, is that, like I said, Southwest or Aztec pattern. So keep an eye out for that. They're good keywords for this type of shirt. Next up, my favorite jeans to sell, Levi's 501s. These were $29.32. Button fly, obviously. These sold on eBay for $20 plus $9.99 shipping. Bought these September 12th, sold them October 14th. And these were also a previous return. So the net for these was $17.62. What I've been doing with the returns is, relisting them. That's typically how I handle it. I'll just process them like new, take new pictures, take new, create a new listing. I don't usually just use the relist option. For me, it's just easier to incorporate them in the workflow of my normal, set of clothes that I have to list. So, and let me just open this up quick, just show you. And the tags. This was a newer pair because it was not vintage or anything. This style of tags is relatively new. Next up, this is a pretty neat item. Also, this was a Spyder sweater. Spyder has a lot of like activewear stuff, but this one I found the name for this one. This was a Nordic Henley is core snap is what the actual model of this shirt was. So I bought this April 2nd, sold it October 19th, and this sold on Poshmark. So this was I believe this was $27 plus shipping. So ended up netting $17.30 on this one. I think my original buy cost, $5.58 was what I paid for this. So did sit for a bit. Took about 7 months to sell, but it's a pretty really nice return, 310% ROI. So definitely will take that. And I'll show you the shirt here. So again, I had this kind of cool pattern on the front. Here was the tag. Spyder core sweater. And the style code. So I used some of that to search and find the model of this shirt. So I think that helped, including that in the title. Next up was oversized shirt, which I love to sell. So this was a Polo 3XLT quarter zip pullover. So this I listed April 30th, paid $5 for it, and ended up selling it on eBay for $18.99 plus $9.99 shipping. So that netted me $14.05. And you can see this here. So again, these can be pretty saturated in the smaller sizes, and you see that this took a while to sell even in a larger size, but eventually you will get that sale. And like I said, you'll see the sell-through rate is definitely better on these big sizes versus like this being just a large or a medium or something that would have taken quite a bit longer to sell. So always keep an eye out for the bigger stuff, really, in any of these brands. This was a nice quick flip. This was a Carhartt FR shirt. It's a heavyweight shirt. I think I just got this recently. Listed October 11th. Sold it October 14th, so 3 days. Sold it for $20 plus $9.99 shipping on eBay, which returned $12.02. and my buy cost on this was $5. I'll show you the tag. Again, FR in any brand is worth looking up. Some brands are better than others. Like I said, Carhartt, Ariat, they're most of the FR stuff is good. Some other brands like Tyndale, I think that's like the lower end one. But if you see the FR, I would definitely look it up. You know, see if you can find the similar item and check the sell through. But except for the most part, Carhartt stuff does pretty good. Next up was a Brooks Brothers shirt. This was that Oxford cloth that I mentioned before. It's kind of the heavier weight cotton shirt. And good keywords for that would be Oxford cloth or OCBD, which is Oxford cloth button down. So this one sold on Poshmark for $22 plus shipping. So that ended up netting me $11.95. I listed this August 18th. I ended up paying $6.10 for it originally and sold it on October 15th. So this is a good example, Brooks Brothers, of a line that, you know, there's a lot of items that you may not pick up, but there are still some good pieces within that brand that are worthwhile. So here's the tag. And you can just, if you look at the fabric, you can kind of see what I was talking about. You can see that kind of like weave. It's like just a heavier weight shirt. So they do better in plain patterns, like solid patterns. So that would sell a little faster than like this check or striped or whatever. So that's kind of the preference. If you find it in solids, that's ideal. And then secondary would be, you know, these other types of patterns. A couple more to go here. This next one, actually, this was from the Kohl's clearance event about a month or so back. This Levi's women's shirt, pearl snap. So this I purchased October 3rd, or listed October 3rd, ended up selling October 19th. This sold on Mercari. So this sold for $22 plus shipping. So I ended up netting $11.52. The buy cost a little higher. This was $10.98. That was the average for all those Kohl's items I bought, but they were all new with tags. So still happy with that return, you know, over 100% ROI. You know, it's okay to pay up for stuff if it ends up, you know, the numbers work out. So, and again, nice, you know, pretty quick flip here. I'll show you the tag. Yeah, I believe it was called the Western shirt. Yeah, there you go. The Western shirt, you know, and it had the tag on it. It's $70 MSRP. Next up was this Polo Ralph Lauren pastel shirt is what I called it. Again, you know, there's a lot of these that are saturated, but when you find a kind of different pattern or, you know, something unique about the shirt that you can put in the listing, it definitely helps. So this one sold on Poshmark. I listed it October 10th, sold it on the 17th. This one sold for $20 plus shipping. So that earned me a profit of $11.38. And this had original buy cost of $5. And if I go to again, I'm just going to eBay for simplicity, having the pictures here. But there was the tag, so it's that older Polo Ralph Lauren tag. And I included this also, Westerton, which is the name of the brand or the model of the shirt. But then I said, like I said, I think listing it as like pastel striped is what sold this one. And, you know, sold it, like I said, pretty quickly. And then last but not least was this Lily Pulitzer shirt. This was Oxford cloth as well. This I listed on October 1st and sold on October 17th. I think Lily Pulitzer is primarily a women's brand. Actually, I thought this was a women's shirt at first. I thought it was just in the wrong section, but it was actually a men's shirt. This one I paid $5.84 for, and ended up selling it on Mercari for what I believe was $16 plus shipping. So that ended up netting $11.16. And I'll show you the tag. I think it was like a golf edition or something. I think it had some in the collar, like yeah, there you go. So it had like golf balls and tees. And there's the actual tag. Lily Pulitzer, said via Palm Beach. So not sure how well it does. I've heard that name before in women's brand. I don't do a lot of women's clothes, so this was the first I saw it for sure in men's. It was just kind of sitting in the middle of the shelf. So all right, so that's it. Just want to take you guys through the top 12, show you what's selling out there as we move through the seasons. Continue to do this cross listing. You know, really happy with those results. So till next time, see you guys.